Ayo. Alright, time for another reaction video requested to Chad Peterson. This is Chad Peterson's top 5 favorite and least favorite final bosses. These fights are based on his opinion and what he thinks of each of these fights, so I'm going to start up the video and yeah, I'm going to share out my thoughts, what I think of his entire list. I might agree with a few of his choices or disagree. It depends on, like, what I'll be expecting in the list. No penultimate or fake out. DLCs do qualify. Yep, one per franchise. No penultimate or fake outs. Imagine if they did count. That would be a different story. But actual final bosses. Alright. Let's get started with this reaction. Number 5, worst.
Kronika in this game was already a bad character, but her final boss is no different.
I haven't played Mortal Kombat 11.
Seriously. If you're on
I heard not a lot of people like this character.
You're really good at, this fight is insultingly easy.
I've seen how easy people make her.
The first time I fought Kronika, I mopped the floor with her.
Not even a death looks satisfying.
It's anticlimactic and easy, because that's how I felt with Kronika. Another thing, and while the music is decent and the design of Kronika is fine, I mean, the atmosphere is less so. Especially with the arena scene in the background.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I've seen way better than the final boss arena.
I thought fighting games were supposed to have challenging final bosses, not jokes.
The only redeeming quality is, once again, the music.
But then again, good music doesn't prevent your final boss from being terrible at all. I had some examples. Number 5.
Now this is an epic fight. Palpatine is the hardest boss.
I played only the Xbox 360 version of Star Wars: The Force Unleashed.
He's a threat to you at all ranges.
And I didn't realize there were, like, different versions of The Force Unleashed that had, like, different changes with boss fights. His boss fight was alright in the Xbox 360 version. I wonder what his fight is like in the Wii version.
The Force are epic.
Not that I would ever get the Wii version because I don't have Wii.
Epic boss fight.
Sad face.
And due to the fact that it's the most challenging Palpatine fight I've faced,
would you agree with me if this fight was so much better than the final fight in The Force Unleashed 2?
The final boss theme is literally in homage to a couple of the Revenge of the Sith, it seems, in Star Wars.
Yep. They picked out some good stuff.
Oh, let's move on.
Number 4, worst.
Bowser in this game is part
I agree.
rip-off of the Wii version and part are uninspired.
What do you rip off?
Phase 1 is literally a rip-off
music,
off of both the Wii
the same design battle,
and original.
And this fight is boring.
Original because he throws hammers, Wii version because he acts the exact same. Right down to the boss theme. The same thing carries over to Phase 2, except Phase 2 is a
What's even more sadder is the secret final boss of this game, Dry Bowser, is the exact copy-paste.
Meaning, unless there are little to no platforms in the arena, you're going to be able to dodge Bowser's attacks.
Because he's so slow.
And if you get the right to Nuki Leaf, Bowser's fire is a joke. Given that it doesn't even harm you. Imagine, if you get the white Tanuki Leaf for this fight, the entire thing is a joke, since you can just walk up to Bowser no problem.
Yep.
Now, there is one thing I like. The music. While it is ripped from the Wii version still has good music. But
He's
that's
in my
the only
dishonorable mentions. He
amount
didn't
of
make it on
praise
the
I can
list
give this
because I
fight.
faced final bosses much worse than him. Number 4, best.
King Boo is epic. So I don't really need to say much more on that.
I really should be playing the Luigi Mansion games.
For starters,
That'll be next on my list.
His final boss themes are epic. Phase 1, which you're hearing right now, it was a good start. Phase 2 ramps up the intensity. And Phase
Some
3
people
jacks
did
it up
like
all the
the
way to
Dark
11.
Moon fight more than
Not
like
only that,
the first
but
and
each
third.
phase ramps up the
Don't know
difficulty.
why not a lot of people talk about the first game's final
Phase
fight.
2 and Phase 3, King Boo duplicates
Yeah, it's just
himself.
a Bowser statue,
Well,
but
how do you tell the difference? Look at
kind
the
of like
fangs. If you see something different in between the original and the clone, you'll be able to see what it is. Also, the tactic
fight
here
does look a little bit
is hold till
challenging.
King Boo throw the spike balls and then throw the bombs that are hidden in there in his mouth. Similar to what you do to a Dodongo in the Zelda series. Fun little piece of trivia for you. Yeah. After that, you can probably put these two together. Phase 3 is on a time limit, but it's not that bad, especially compared to another boss that we'll get to later.
Can't wait for that one. I don't know who it is.
This boss is great. And one that I highly recommend. While some people prefer Dark Moon, I prefer this version simply because it feels more intense.
So far, only one person didn't like the fight.
The Joker from the Lego Batman DS game.
Oh man, this was my childhood game. I forgot about this.
Seriously, I've seen other Lego games with far better boss themes. And also better.
Oh man, this fight was boring.
For example, the Wii version of this game has a way better final boss.
The sequel's final boss was much cooler.
Boring. Right.
There's nothing exciting about it. When I first played the game, I didn't know it was a final boss.
That's all I need to say. Next.
Yes. Boring. Get out of here, Joker. Number 3 best.
Epic. World of Light may be a terrible story mode due to its tedious pacing.
Which reminds me, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, next on my list of games I need to get.
Phase 1,
which will be pretty soon. Dog Seeding Dog 6 talked about this fight on his own list.
Phase 2 is a boss rush.
And for that, I can see the difference. You put it one step higher above his previous list.
Are decent, if not good. But so
some people may have preferred Taboo or Master Fortress.
That's where the difficulty really starts.
You know, Smash Bros. Has really good final bosses.
Hopping between fighting Galim and Darkon. Do not just target one. And if you do, once you kill one of them, the other will have way more HP and will concentrate on killing you rather than hitting the other one.
These two are literally no joke at all. I mean, seriously.
Which is why I recommend going between each of them. Also, be warned. While their attacks do harm each other, they can still harm you. So be sure for her to watch out for that. Also, when they're stunned, one of them will try to attack the one that's stunned. Back off when this happens, unless as they're frustrated on doing another attack.
Music is fantastic for this epic finale. Gave it the honorable mention on my favorite final boss list.
On killing the other. And if you do what I suggested, that should be easy. See, the music is phenomenal, by the way. I don't really need to say much on that. Now, unfortunately, now I have to go to the worst again.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, this one is B-A-D, bad.
Number 2 worst. Who could it be?
Trypticon in this game is bad. All of his attacks
I
are
saw
capable
one version,
of
one
either
video
nearly
of
or
someone talking about
completely
this
deleting
fight.
your health bar.
It's strange. Trypticon from War for Cybertron had an amazing final battle. How do you go from having an amazing fight to one of the worst fights in the game?
Not to mention there's a bloody time limit.
Yep.
Yet Trypticon's HP is also pretty high, despite the fact that he's supposed to be weakened.
I haven't played this fight.
And due to how this game works,
but I've seen
pretty much stuck in a fixed
how this fight works.
Unless you hide under cover. The problem is, the more you hide under the cover, the less ammo you have. And to think, there is an achievement in this game for being able to beat this boss without getting hit.
What?
I have actually completed, but
no damaged boss fight.
Yes.
Trypticon is already long enough of a boss in this game from what I've seen. No damage. That's asking too much. Especially with a time limit. Also, what's the point of the time limit? So stupid.
Now, this next one after this is one of the most iconic Mario fights in Mario history. And I think you know which one this is.
I mean... Yep.
You knew this fight would be on here.
Dark Bowser and the Dark Star Core. Dogzine Dog 6 talked about this fight. Glad to see another person talk about it.
This here is incredible.
A lot of people talk about the other final bosses. Elder Princess Shroop, Shiny Robo Bowser.
The only criticism I really have is that the remake, while they tried to make it a little bit more difficult, they didn't go hard enough. They just added more HP and gave the Dark Star Core a new attack.
Kind of like what they did with Bowletta in the Superstar Saga remake.
I'd have liked it if they did more with both. Like, for example, give Dark Bowser double the HP and give him a few more attacks, and maybe have Dark Fluffle use some attacks similar to Calamity. Now, just as an homage to Superstar Saga. Other than that,
definitely would be a cool idea.
Fight is incredible.
Such a shame not a lot of people talk about this fight. It's the most iconic fight in the series. The music is so awesome. It's had many lyrics done to it. I'm just like, what prevents this fight from deserving their list? I mean, the reason why I didn't add it on mine is because I haven't played Bowser's Inside Story and experienced this fight. But even if I did, I have no idea where I would put him on the list.
And maybe even a little more. Okay. Now, it's time to torture myself.
Oh boy.
But before that, let's read over the dishonorable mentions.
On it. That's a lot of dishonorable mentions, and most of them I agree. Yes, I agree with the Kraken from Gears 5. It sucks. And Lucian. If you watch my part 4 of my least favorite and favorite final bosses, you know how much I hate Lucian. Trust me. The worst.
This fight is unbearable.
Oh my gosh.
It's not just one fight, it's two fights.
I forgot about this guy when making my list. The first fight against
Commander Hask is tedious. The fact that it's a TIE fighter battle, as such, the only way the devs were able to make it feel like an actual boss was to make the fight tedious. Like, seriously.
It's not even fun.
Hask never stops moving. And when he does,
I guess he's supposed to move.
Stop moving, it's only for a little bit.
I got annoyed with his missile attacks. You might be thinking,
what if I just shoot him rapidly? Don't bother, because then
he'll just keep moving and you'll be really far away from him.
Anyway, the best way to get a guaranteed hit is to lock onto him. But once again, he never stops moving, making this a chore.
And not even the enemies supporting him made this fight fun.
And there's no atmosphere. Like, seriously, there's a reason why I'm playing World of Nothing in the background.
Yeah, there's nothing exciting. This game was just a slog to play through.
Is even worse. It's reminiscent of Lucian from Fable 2. Due to the fact that you kill him
it's
in
like
one
Lucian
hit,
from Fable 2 done worse.
Satisfying.
It didn't even feel satisfying. The cinematic didn't even make sense.
You still call this a boss fight, dude. The fact that you can lose to him. But problem is, you actually have to try to lose to him.
And did I try losing to him? No. This guy sucks.
As such, this is not only my most hated Star Wars boss,
I'm gonna add him to my dishonorable mention because
my most despised fight in video game history. At least when it comes to the fights that I've actually fought against.
This guy nearly came in close. Nearly. But I forgot about him while making my list.
Before we get sent to the boss I love, let's get to the honorable mentions.
Alright, honorable mention time. That's a lot of good choices. I agree with Megatron, Azrael Dreamer. I definitely agree with a lot of good choices on here. Can't wait for the #1 best. Who could it possibly be? Judging by the music, is it? Calamity Ganon. I haven't played Age of Calamity, but I've seen his fight. He's a step up from Breath of the Wild.
You knew that this fight would be here. That is, if you know me personally.
His design is awesome. I love it.
Surprised. Anyways, this fight is incredible. Not only does it actually test all of your skills in this game, the fact that it can actually be vulnerable to the runes, but the best way to fight in phase 2 and phase 3 is to dodge his attacks and even do flurry rushes.
Should be happy that I add him onto the final boss theme video.
Test you on is the perfect
because he definitely
counter.
Deserved it.
And even then,
he earned it.
That barely matters. Not to mention, the music is absolutely incredible. There's a reason
I can agree, the music's awesome. It's sick.
Stalled before talking about how great this fight is.
The other games managed to do very well with final boss themes.
Taste. Not to mention the design. Look at the design I'm showing you through the screen. It's incredible.
It is a bit blurry, but I have seen his actual design.
Period.
Sick. Imagine this fight in Breath of the Wild, or in the sequel.
Not as hard as mutated Ganon from the same game, it's still hard. Especially since phase 1 is literally impossible. In fact,
he's almost based off of a resemblance of Demise, but more core.
It's really just showing how powerful this character is. And it makes your eventual victory over him feel that much more earned. Thus making this not only my favorite final boss, but also pretty much my favorite boss fight ever.
Congratulations, Calamity Ganon. You have earned a reward to a trip to Las Vegas, where you get to meet all the other fantastic final bosses alongside them.
But
I hope he has fun. He definitely earned it.
This game is better than the ones in Breath of the Wild. In pretty much every way. Hey, and I will not be told otherwise.
Nope. And that's it for the video. I gotta say, good choices right there. Really appreciate it. Alright. Well, that's it for that. Really good list. This video belongs to Chad Peterson, not to me. Go check out his video. I'll leave a link to the video in the description. I do have a complaint about the video. The audio. The music playing in the background is fine. It's just that your voice kind of sounds a little bit quiet, and some parts of your talking gets kind of cut out, and it makes it a little bit hard to understand the video. But overall, pretty solid list. You definitely did some good stuff here. This was suggested by me, and I'm glad he took the suggestion. I'm happy for that. Anyway, I'm done with my reaction right here. Check out his video. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can share your thoughts of what you think on his opinion on these final bosses. In the meantime, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in for another awesome video. Peace.